presentation लगा दे. So, Satyanji, in my place as a chairman of the session, and all the distinguished participants, and my special appreciation to the organizers, and also to the SKN Agriculture University for providing me the opportunity to come to the Durgapura farm. I think I'll be sharing one old issue. I started my agriculture, my service career from this campus only. I was in agriculture department for 1978 to 1984. And my first posting was here only. I think that was seed testing laboratory. बहुत लंबा वक्त गुजर गया है, कुछ यादें कमजोर भी हो गई हैं. For first 2 years I was in seed testing laboratory, and then another 2 years was a rhizobium laboratory. And most important thing is that the rhizobium, which I never studied in my career, made my career, and that subject is still continuing with me, although on the way organic farming came. So I'll not go into the details of all those issues. My thanks again to bringing me back to my first Karm Bhumi of Durgapura farm. So I'll just give you a brief idea about the overall scenario of the organic agriculture. It's more or less, you can say it's a collection of the data and the statistics, what we have prepared. We started in government organic farming somewhere in the 2001 to 2004. That was a time when my scientist friend also said, are you gone out of the mat? Does this system suits our country of such a big population? And organic farming will be a curse for us. At that time I used to say, we are such a diversified country and we have a place for everything. And when we have a place for everything, we can also have a place for organic farming. We are not fighting with organic agriculture with a system which is supported by billions of dollars worth investment in the research institutions and all those things. But we still can show in some areas, some crops, some places, organic also can do wonders. And the same system which said that organic farming will not work, now supports us, says yes, organic can yield the same. We have 15 years of the data coming out of the same research system, sir. Network project on organic farming, and now this has come up. Now we are more confident and going forward. Now I'll just giving you the journey, how it has gone into the country. Next slide. Basically nowadays, along with the organic, you might have heard Honorable Prime Minister talking about the natural farming, so many other. So initially in our thinking, organic, natural, or any other biodynamic or Homa farming, which does not use the chemicals, which does not use the genetically modified organisms, is organic. But now, because the two narratives are there, so we have tried to give the two definitions. In our understanding, both are diversified cropping system based agriculture, excluding the use of chemicals and using sustainable practices. Organic farming is open for the inputs from outside, organic input, biological input like biofertilizer, biopesticide, while natural farming is the one which says, next slide, natural farming is the one which says it is purely in on-farm resource-based agricultural system. You can generate any form of input, but it should be done on the farm, from the resources collected either from your farm or from the village or the nearby areas. Natural farming does not allow any space for the purchased inputs. That is the difference between the two. Next one. I'll just give you a scenario how the world goes around this. Next slide. You can skip it. Next. Now, this is the world scenario. Almost now practically all the continents are working for promotion of organic agriculture. Europe is the one which is going much faster. They have a goal to convert at least 25% of their land in next 10 years time. Few of the smaller European nations have already achieved it. Others are on course. Germany has already fixed up the date for 2035 to achieve the 25% coverage of the land under organic. So you can see these are the figures. You have a copy. I'll request the organizers, you can share this one to everybody so that you can have the latest statistics. Next one. This is the overall scenario. Almost about we have the data from about 190 countries. Almost about 75 million hectare land is organic. When we say organic, here our mean is that land which is certified under the third party certification system. In this statistics, we have not included the area which is either default organic, traditionally organic, or even organic by design but not certified. Because we don't have the reliable information. So whatever the information reliable is there, only that much we are presenting here. You can see Australia is the largest one. Although in terms of the arable land, you can say Australia is not the number one because they have the largest area under the grasslands and the pastures. And they are the largest producer of the organic meat. Then you can say Argentina, Uruguay, and fourth place comes India. When we started our organic journey, we were at 28th place in 2007. And you can see from 2007 to 2021, we have covered so many steps and now we are fourth. And we are fourth only in terms of the area which is under third party certification. We also have another certification system known as PGS India. If we add to that, we are number 2. Next one. Market. Market is really growing, $132 billion US market. But in this market, the important thing is that data is available only from the 2 areas. One is the North America, means the USA and the Canada, and then European Union. And according to the data which emanates from these 2, 90% of the consumption happens in these 32 countries. 190 countries grows and these 32 countries eats up everything. Because almost all the developing world, including the Argentina, Uruguay, India, we produce mainly for the whites. This is the general statistics. Next one. This is the general statistics. Next one. I just wanted to show how the organic commodities sell into the market. Almost about 50% sells into the bulk loose commodities and 50% into the processed products. Next one. Now this is about the, as on March 2021, latest statistics for the India organics. Total area 50 lakh hectare means 5 million. Cultivated is 3.8. Out of that, third party certified is about the 2.6 million. That's why we are at the number 4. If we add this 3.8, I think then we'll become the number 2. And the government of India actually developed a policy in 2005 to bring almost about 10% of the total agricultural land over a period of 30 years. We have almost reached to that level in terms of the time, but the growth has been slow. So far we have covered only 2.5%. Instead of 10%, we have just covered almost about 2.5% of the total agricultural land under organic farming. Next one. Next. We made a survey span over a period of 4-5 years through a industry body known as SOCHM and one organic agriculture body known as ICOA, International Competence Center for Organic Agriculture. That's a Bangalore-based organization. They collected a lot of information from different cities over a period of time, independent of each other. And then finally we have compiled all the information at the ministry. And we have estimated based upon that a lot of estimations, extrapolations, depending upon the areas, we have done it. And it's estimated that the overall market which is available for organic products in India is about 11,400 crore to 500 crore. Out of this, export is the largest share. 7,050 crore is only in the exports. Remaining is the domestic market. But most interesting part is both the sectors are growing very fast. You can see CAGR, growth rate in the exports, 23.35%. See the growth, CAGR growth rate into the domestic market, 20 to 28%, varying in different years. And this 28% has come up only during the COVID years, because the COVID has underlined the need for safe, chemical-free, pesticide-free food. And that's why there was a demand. And most surprisingly, majority of the stocks world over got exhausted during the COVID time, and the demand in Europe has increased from minimum 30% to up to 100% in some of the countries. Next one. Next one is just a statistics, what products we are exporting. Next one. This slide I just wanted to show, if you are enterprising and intending to come into the field of organic, to ensure that our farmer gets good return for their efforts, we need good domestic market, but we also need good export demands, so that the cumulative realizations are good and farmer can get the good return for their produce. Now what is happening worldwide, if you see, what are the products which are in demand? Fresh fruits and vegetables. They account for almost 40% in our country also. Dairy products, 20%. Meat, fish and poultry, another 15%. All grains, ingredients, everything 15%, and processed and frozen 10%. Now what is happening? India being a traditional commodity dealer, we export only the commodities, raw product, like basmati rice, grains, frozen meat, like that. In organic, same what we are doing in conventional part, very small part as processed, majority part as a raw commodities. So in world trade, we just compete in that other 15% sector. And if we really wanted to grow our exports in all the areas, I think we have to break this barrier. In organic food, I have seen 50% trade is in the processed product. We are nowhere. So these are the areas where we have to work. Next one. Now this is something about the government schemes. Ministry of Agriculture is operating two schemes known as Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. I think my friends in the department, my friends in the universities, they may be knowing very well. Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, we are operating this scheme from last 6 years. And there is another scheme known as Mission Organic Value Chain. This scheme is exclusively for the northeastern region. And I have a very special attachment because I designed this scheme. And I am very happy it worked wonders. अदरवाइज गवर्नमेंट में स्कीम्स बड़ी मुश्किल से काम करती हैं, मैं सरकारी आदमी इसलिए भी कह सकता हूँ. नेक्स्ट दिखाएं. ये थोड़ा सा हमने इनकी स्टैटिस्टिक्स दिया है, दोनों के अंदर कितना कितना एरिया हमने डायरेक्ट स्कीम से जो क्रिएट हुआ, इनडायरेक्ट तो अलग है. इसमें ऑलमोस्ट अबाउट 12 लाख हेक्टर PKY वी हैव कवर्ड and MOCD we have covered 1.55 lakh. The difference between the two is that both the schemes are cluster based. Difference between the two, here we make the clusters, convert the farmers, capacity build, training, certify them, and allow them to go ahead by themselves. But in MOVCDR, we are converting them into the FPOs. We provide them the support for creating the post-harvest value addition infrastructure. every FPO we provided with a small storage of 20 feet by 30 feet. We provided one transport vehicle of 4 tons. We also provided them a collection and aggregation center with basic facilities like tube well, washing facilities, cleaning facilities, so that and the packing facilities, so that they can collect their produce from farmers at one place, little bit value added, and sell it as a bulk, as single unit on behalf of all the farmers. We have already converted, all 400 FPOs are targeted, which are in different stages. 170 are completed. Out of them, I am very happy to share, at least about 20 FPOs are there, those who have achieved the turnover of more than 5 crore. One of the FPOs which produces mainly the large cardamom, they are the richest one with a turnover of about 30 crores a year. So that is how we tried to make the farmers. Now, from this 170 FPOs, now we are withdrawing. Government support, government handholding is withdrawing. We are withdrawing very cautiously. They should not collapse. And let's hope now all the entrepreneurs, all the young rural people, they are gradually taking over. And we hope maybe in next 2 years' time, they themselves will be capable of doing the organic business by themselves. These are the different commodities. Next one. Recently, from last 2 years, we have also started, next one lagaiye, a Namami Gange program. Prime Minister has a vision to convert the 5-kilometer corridor on the both side of the Holy Ganga, to convert it to the organic. Very, very difficult and challenging task. We have tried in that. We have still working on the 1.23 lakh hectare area spread over Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and little bit in Jharkhand. Bihar, things have yet to come up. West Bengal not cooperating. Political issue. We have also launched another scheme known as Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati. As you know, Honorable Prime Minister has said about it. Honorable Finance Minister has spoken 3 times into the budget speeches on the zero budget natural farming or other. But we have taken it as a natural farming or Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati. From this year, we are promoting. Last year we had a pilot program for about 4 lakh hectare. Now this year we are planning to start a bigger program about 5.5 lakh hectare. Now depending upon the success, we will move forward. Next one. One more what you can say initiative we have taken up is the large area certification. In our country, we have got many areas where entire area is traditionally organic, no chemical usage, no pesticide usage. So we have invited the state governments to certify that area. And we have made a provision where normal certification takes 3 years to get a certificate. Under that large area, if the state government proves it, no chemical fertilizer has been used during the last 5 years, no pesticides has been used, we appoint a committee, those who go, verify intensively, and based upon their report, we declare that entire area as certified organic. And then they can carry forward the annual certificate. As you all know, certification is an annual basis. Next one. Now, little bit of regulatory scenario. In brief, I'll just tell you. In our country, FSSAI is the food authority. For organic also, there is a law. Nobody can sell any product packed into as a commodity, claimed as organic, unless it is certified. It has to be certified either under the third-party certification system, NPOP, or it is to be certified under the PGS India certification. Next one. This is the one. Next one. There are the 2 exceptions in this, because farmers are not under the domain of the Food Act. So farmers, if they are selling directly, packed or unpacked, and they are claiming organic, they can do it. They are exempted from this requirement. But their turnover for organic commodity should not be more than 12 lakh per year. Now this is going to be revised to 20 lakh rupees very soon. And to help the farmers also, there is one exception for the traders. If they collect the organic produce from the farmers, they do not process it, simply take it and pack it, then they are also exempted from the requirement of the food law for a limited period of time. After that, they will not be exempted. Next time. Now, these are about the two certification systems. I think many of you may be knowing those who are. We have got two certification systems. One is third-party certificate, which is ISO system-based, internationally recognized. This is applicable for export and domestic market. It is operated by the APIDA. I have been associated with this program and since its beginning as a member of the committee, member of the National Accreditation Body, member of the National Steering Committee. Even I was also within the committee who has actually defined these standards, procedures and all those things. And PGS India is my baby. Actually, I dreamt of an alternative certification system. We discussed a lot about the internationally with IFOM. IFOM also developed, and we have taken the cue from that international certificate, designed, indigenized it, and we have launched a PGS India program. Now, over a period of last 6 years, this program has also taken off very well, and I was very happy to see that many of your millet products placed here on the shelves were PGS certified. Next one. Next one, this all know. Yes, next one. Now, about the little bit about the natural farming, because Honorable Prime Minister is taking very keen initiative that we bring natural farming, which is very close to our heart and close to our tradition and culture, should also be promoted. So here we have kept it. We will be launching a program from this year for promotion of natural farming, where initially we will start only with the capacity building. We will select some villages where we will put up the team. They will undergo the capacity building exercise for a period of time. And over a period of time, farmers will be willing, they will be convinced, they will be taking forward this one. Next one, Dikha. Next one. This is the one. Now, Manage, we have already notified as a knowledge partner who will collect all the information, document it, prepare the success stories, films, etc. They will manage. Then we are taking up the KVKs. 425 KVKs have been identified, those who will start the experimenting on the natural farming and spread it gradually and use those KVKs as a model training centers. Then ICR, you might have heard about. ICR has already written. All the universities, all the research institutions, please explore the possibilities, which area you can undertake the research, so that we can have research background over a period of time. And similarly, ICR has also constituted the committee for developing the course curriculum for inclusion into the undergraduate and postgraduate courses, so that natural and organic farming can also become part of the BSc Agriculture and MSc Agriculture. I think I should stop here. I have taken a lot of time. Thank you very much. And I also, with this, I conclude the session. I congratulate my co-speakers. Dr. Satyanya Runa has given a very, motivating speech. Yeah. And Dr. Satyanya has given the motivating message that those who wanted to come forward into the millets and organic. He has end-to-end solutions. He is ready to handhold. So kindly spread the message. And from my side, I can say what government journey has been with organic. That's also my journey, starting from Durgapura to now this stage. And I have an opportunity to actually have the access to the international organic fraternity in practically almost about 30 countries where I visited and took up the capacity building program. And I'm really happy to share this journey with you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the organizers for giving me the opportunity to come back to my Karm Bhumi, first Karm Bhumi, and also meeting all of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Dr. Yadav, thank you for your presentation. And your presentation is very challenging, being that while listening to you, taking note of what food security is, ensuring that an average child does not sleep overnight without maybe a module of a millet or something in his or her stomach. Now, taking that into consideration and then looking at the population of India of about 1.4 million or more, or billion or more, even more than what the population of Africa is. And India runs a program and supports a program that goes organic. Now, if we say organic, it means that there is a limitation of productivity to a very large extent. There's no way we could produce much more than a fertilized system. Meaning that if you use fertilizer, you can have, let's say, 50% of production. But if you don't do with fertilizer, you will have less than that. This is the fact. And the assurance to go organic. What gives India the confidence, looking at the population to be fed, and is insisting to go organic? What gives India the confidence? That was what was bothering me to know. Countries that are less than India are going artificial. So many things happening on it these days. But India is insisting to go organic because of the health of the people. So what is the confidence from? Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your concern. This has been the question we have been bombarded most of the time. Every time whenever we were talking about organic, everybody will be saying the same concerns. First thing, we are a big country. We have a very, very diversified agriculture. And practically you can see we have almost all forms of agriculture in this country. So saying if we go only organic, there will be a problem. We are not planning to go 100% organic as on today, because we do not have that research support as on now. Another thing is conventional agriculture, which we have developed almost during the last 70 years. It has come out of huge investment in terms of the manpower, knowledge, materials, inputs, and machines. Organic agriculture can replace this one. I have a confidence, but it will take time. When we have the matching amount of investment into the research, development, inputs, everything for organic agriculture also. Right now, how much we spend on organic agriculture as a whole? 0.001%. With that much you cannot change the world. Another thing, do organic agriculture has the potential? Yes, I can prove it. I have thousands of models for it. Organic farmers doing organic and producing much more than their neighboring conventional farmers. Organic, if you do, organic is not a monocropping. Organic is a multi-layered cropping system. If you do that much precisely, you can produce 25% more than the conventional without bringing any input from outside. That is the strength. But to take it forward, to take it to the people into the proper packages, and also to create the enabling infrastructure which can sustain such type of systems, it will take time. But I am hopeful, maybe not in my lifetime, but in somebody else's lifetime it may come. Thank you very much.